Hello and welcome back. This week's video is going to be the first video that I'm doing where we actually take an in-depth look on how to write a whole poetry form of poem. The wonderfully ingestible haiku. My name's Adam Gary, and if at any point during this video you find it entertaining or informative, please do hit the subscribe button on this side or this side. I never remember if this is mirrored or not. Hit subscribe and of course like the video too. It really helps the channel out. We're growing very fast and it's all thanks to you. In this video I'm going to be teaching you about the traditional Japanese poem, where they came from, what they mean, and of course how to write the perfect haiku. Also make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to be attempting to write a quick-fire haiku just for this video to use as an example. So let's get started. Haikus are one of the oldest forms of poetry that we still write today, emerging from the 17th century Japan, becoming known in the West in the 1850s thanks to poets like James Joyce. But what really got poets of this generation onto haikus were of course the beats. Allen Ginsberg and Jack Kerouac especially enjoyed a good haiku. But how do you write them? Let me tell you. First, we have to learn the structure. The perfect construct of a haiku consists of 3 lines with 17 syllables. The first line has 5, the second line has 7, and the third line, of course, has 5. And most modern poets would stop the video there and just crack on with it. And that's fine if that's your game. I myself, being a huge admirer of Kerouac and his spontaneous prose style, have oftentimes just stopped there and not given it much more thought than that. But as poets that want to create something a little more meaningful, or a lot more meaningful, we're going to dig a little deeper. And that's exactly our next step, digging deeper for meaning.
There's no meaning of poem down here.
Now, as my fellow poets, I don't need to tell you that without meaning, there really isn't any point doing what we do. It's our job to convey emotion and themes in our work. And with the haiku, there's a very specific way of doing that. The Japanese haiku poets of old usually conveyed their messages through nature, which works for me because nature is one of my favourite places to be. Of course, a lot of modern poets have branched away from that these days, and that's okay. In fact, I know most of my subscribers are making moves on the Insta poetry world, and a modern haiku is a great way of introducing yourself as a modern yet serious poet. But let's continue down the traditional route of writing through nature. So before you move forward in the video, consider what your theme, emotion, message might be, and how you can use nature as a metaphor for that.
Rock and roll!
And the final step of writing a very strong traditional haiku is juxtaposition, meaning take 2 strong differing images and put them together and wow your reader and wow your reader with your genius. So remember, although on the surface haikus can seem simple and without substance, they can take real crafting when done to the rules of tradition. Like everything, once you've learnt and mastered the rules, they can be broken. Steer away from nature, add a syllable or two, whatever you please. Also, they can be a great way of getting an Insta poem down if that's your game. My name's Adam Gary and you can find me across all social medias if you wish. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and hit that like button if you found it interesting or learned anything at all. Good luck friends, and I'll see you next week.